I started again.
Let me finish shooting, nigga.
You did. So where were we?
In yeah. I don't know. We were talking about the 7 deadly sins.
Oh yeah. And I
Yeah, but
said that the character development was lacking.
there was none.
Not really, no.
There were like hints of a background, of a pretty intense background, from what I can see, for at least one of the characters.
Yeah, they went to the background of Bond a little bit.
Excuse me, god damn it.
Okay.
Okay, what? What were you saying?
I forgot. They went to the background of Bond a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was really it. They didn't really go into the background of the main character much.
Like, oh, I'm Meliodas. Oh, I killed a bunch of people. Oh, I might be a demon type shit. But
I know
nothing
in the
else.
manga they go into detail, and there will be another season, so I'm guessing
Yeah, it's
they
just
go into
like it's just
detail
weird
there.
because when it's in like an anime, like this one had I think like 24 episodes in the first season or 23. Um, but like usually in an anime adaptation of a manga or something, the first season will have like 12 to 13 episodes, and then they'll have to squeeze like so much information to the point where it's like, all right, I'm just gonna skip this and that
Yeah, they kind of
because they
just
don't like copy and paste
jumped
right from
into
the
it.
book. Yeah, they have to like jump right into it. Like, all right, first of all, this is Meliodas. He's a guy. Okay, skip that. Now this is this guy. Or we're just gonna start a story. But
The story was obviously not the center point of that show.
no, it was not the background anyway. That was not the center point. The story was actually pretty. Uh, no,
I don't know. I
it was
just
a,
watched that show because of the action.
yeah, it was a really good show. I liked every minute of it. Sort of, not every minute of it. Some of it got kind of exhausting. Um, I like the relationship between Meliodas and Don because it's like mutual respect, but at the same time, go fuck each other up, offer it. Look at me wrong, nigga, type shit. Catch me outside.
Um,
You know, I think Meliodas would destroy him.
who?
Don.
I believe they made an episode for that. I didn't watch it though. It was like,
They did. I watched it. It was pretty good. It was like kind of a tie, but it's like Meliodas is like the cool main character, so it's like he can't get beat up too bad. He was getting beat up pretty good, but at the same time, Bond, since he's immortal, he was getting like it was almost like comic relief when he took damage because he can't get hurt too bad.
hmm.
And it was one scene where once when Meliodas threw him against the wall, he like slid across like the ceiling and the wall. He slid across the ceiling and he fell down, slid across the wall, and like following him was just a big trail of blood for no reason. Like he didn't like it wasn't even that bad of a hit. It was just that he can expend all this blood. He can take all this damage. So why not put it there? After a while, that guy it just oversaturated in like him getting blown apart to bits for the entire season. It's just like okay, they made it seem like Bond wasn't as strong as he actually is, just because like he could take all this damage without dying. So it's like, oh, I don't care. I'll just take the damage and I'll get a hit in it and it'll be fun.
That's what he always did though. This man always got like messed up.
Yeah, yeah, because he could.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like anyone else, I also hate how pathetic they made King without his freaking spear. Was it the Chastifol?
I thought it was pretty freaking broken when he had
No,
the
yeah,
spear.
definitely.
It
He
felt
was
like he
working with a
was
spear.
the strongest out of all of them to me.
He was like that's what they said. They said he's the strongest with his spear, but without a spear, he's completely useless. I think that's really dumb. Like he can at least learn to throw a punch. He doesn't have to be like a combat master or anything, but throw a punch. Damn it, throw a punch. You know, and it's just. And to be fair, like none of them have their what was it called, the treasure of shit,
Yeah.
the holy treasure, or maybe something like that. But except what's her name? She got it.
She
after a
got it,
while.
and she was freaking OP when she got it.
Yeah.
She got really strong. So maybe I'm just imagining how they would be when they get their stuff. Melodious sold his, I forget. I think Bond got his stolen. I forget.
No, yeah, when they threw him in prison, they took it from him.
Oh. I don't even remember how Diane got hers back.
She lost it. Oh, you mean how she got it back?
It's not active now, but there should still be some power.
They went to that fighting thing,
And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
that fighting tournament or whatever in that one town.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's
Have you been watching Compulsive Gambler?
No,
Should.
I would. It's just that most of what I watch is on Crunchyroll for ease of access.
Compulsive Gambler isn't on Crunchyroll?
Uh-uh.
Oh, now that I saw last episode, I can understand why. Not really though. Like it wasn't even that bad.
I'm sure if it's on Crunchyroll, they put it out. Like there are TV animes on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. So like, no reason.
It's
It was
just-
really good. The last two episodes were like amazing. Episode 5 and episode 6 were really good. Episode 5 specifically was amazing. That was
very
like
amazing.
the one episode that was like, wow, I really want the next episode to come out right now. Type good. Mostly because it was like the ending was a really like good cliffhanger. The episode 6, like the explanation or like after all the stuff had happened, and like when they picked up after the cliffhanger was kind of disappointing, I guess. But it was still good. It just wasn't what I was hoping for. But it was still good. So, not gonna complain about that.
Right.
But you should still watch it.
Oh,
I
got
think
the
it's the
thing, I
number
think.
one anime. I think it's the number one anime this season. For good reason. And then what was the anime you said was good that you were watching? Gamers?
Yeah, it's never mind.
What you started getting in, like you got more into more episodes and you realized it wasn't that good.
I mean, I got into more episodes. It's so good. It's just really funny, but it wasn't what I thought it was at first.
I saw the
It's-
first
it's-
episode and that was it.
Yeah, it's funny though. It's funny, and I think I would recommend it because it's like I said, it's fine. I can't say anymore. It's funny. But like there's nothing really all that special about it, to be honest. Besides the comedy aspect of it, it's just really annoying because they still have like those few archetypes, like the really dense male protagonist.
Wait,
you know?
really?
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd be dense, considering didn't he like the love interest first or something?
No. It's more like he liked her in the sense that everyone liked her. Like he liked her, but yeah, he put her on this like this huge pedestal, and it's like he admires her, but he would never see her he would never see himself in a relationship type stuff, and then Oh, that's so cool. And then they have this this guy, which is the protagonist's friend. Um, he's trying to help them get together. And then there's this third party, this one girl who like he it's just all complicated because it's just all miscommunication. All of it is miscommunication, and it's ruining like relationship and forging other ones, but kind of like ruining other ones. And it's just really annoying. Like, it's not dramatic in any way. It's all in comedy. It's all in the interest of comedy, which is what I like about it. It's not just dumb people like, I'm not handling this right, so I'm gonna fuck it up. No, it's all in the interest of comedy, but at the same time, nobody knows what the hell is going on. And the fact that this is like kind of like, I would say, an over exaggerated representation of a high context society like Japan or any Eastern or Middle Eastern like country, is that no one fucking talks about it. If you just go up to somebody and use your words, you will know how they feel. You would know how you feel. They would know how you feel. But it doesn't happen in the show, so everyone is confused. What happened?
No, I'm like playing Final Fantasy and I messed up. I didn't read the thing because I thought I knew what to do, and I messed up.
So look at you. But yeah, it would all be. Definitely watch it. Definitely recommend it. It's funny, but it's not like anything special.
So what's something that you wouldn't recommend?
Something that I would not recommend. Hold on. New game.
Really? I see a lot of people that really like New Game.
It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not that I wouldn't even say I abhorred it. I didn't like dislike it. It wasn't for me. I couldn't get behind it. It's like, oh, we're just a bunch of girls working at a game, blah 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 blah, and I'm sure it's all funny and it's all cute or whatever.
I think
It's
most
not
people like
something
because
I
it was
can
like
relate to.
adorable.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't. It's unrelatable to me. I don't want any of it.
I did not know that. I don't know. A lot of people find it like completely and utterly adorable, and I was like, dang, it must be good.
No, it's adorable. Definitely, if you're looking for that kind of thing. But no.
I'm trying to think of one.
Something that I was watching that I really liked until sort of recently is In Another World with my smartphone.
I tried to get into that, but it was just so. Ugh. That'll probably be the one that I wouldn't recommend because it's so. I mean, if you haven't seen. Freaking, what's the show called? If you haven't seen. I forget the goddamn show name. How do I forget this show's name? Let me freaking see. The show that we watched that I really like with Kazuma.
ReZero.
Not
not
ReZero.
Konosuba.
Yeah, Konosuba. If you haven't seen Konosuba or ReZero, then not even that. Not even ReZero. If you've seen Konosuba, I would not recommend that show at all.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a worse version of Konosuba. Konosuba is like a masterpiece of comedy, in my opinion.
Like, it feels like once Japan or any like
Once
anime
they find
producer,
something to like,
yeah, once they find like a niche, they're going to overkill that
yeah,
niche. Like,
they find everything that has to do with, or like they make an anime for any kind of way you could spin that one genre,
yeah.
and they do it.
Oh, he's in another world. He's in another world again. He's in another world, but he's dead or something.
And he's like, in another world on my smartphone, ReZero did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
He got to keep his freaking cell phone.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it wasn't a smartphone, but it was a cell phone.
Yeah. And he got to use it to his advantage. What's another anime?
Oh, but hold on. Let me elaborate on this thing. Like, the fact that they made... He's so overpowered.
Who?
The
Melodious?
freaking...
Who are you talking about?
No. Oh, in fucking what's this? Smartphone guy.
Really? They fight, or is he just like all knowing, all being type?
Like
thing?
he's untouchable because. Yeah, all right, in this anime setting, basically when you use magic, you have like certain attributes.
Yeah.
Some people have more than one. Some people have one. Some people have none.
Oh yeah,
He
and I
has
remember he
all
got.
of them.
Yeah, I remember I watched the episode where he got all of them. They gave him the crystals,
Yeah,
and then
he has all of them.
the affinity for all of them, including like the special one that rarely
Yeah.
anyone has. I
So
remember.
he is he's basically God in this world. He's God mode. Not only did God first of all, the first episode is just like exhaustingly simple. Like, oh, I killed you. My bad. I'm gonna put you in this other world. Okay, I'll accept that. Really cool. Anything else? Can I take my phone? Sure. All right. So I'm gonna boost all your actual physical attributes.
Just so you're
Copy down
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you all the magical attributes, which you're gonna find out later. And somebody right off the bat is gonna give you a bunch of money for the clothes you're wearing, and they're gonna offer you clothes in return. Deal? Like, that's not fair.
Way too fast.
It's not fair.
It
just
sounds like it sounds like the basis to a very run-of-the-mill harem anime, to be honest.
Exactly, and that's what it is. It's your run-of-the-mill harem anime in the sense that, because right now I think there are 4 girls who like him, and now he's living. And then okay, let me tell you all the things that are unfair about this. Hold up, run it back. Okay, so he has all the attributes, right? And then he just goes around being all carefree, and every single problem is like super simple for him to solve because he's OP. Even without his cell phone, he doesn't even need the cell phone. He will.
Yeah, I'm
still
thinking like
find
I
it.
haven't really seen him use the cell phone. He's just broken.
Yeah, he's just broken, and then, like the cell phone makes him slightly more broken. But even if he didn't have it, he'd be dominating. It's not fair. Not fair at all. Like I saw him, he was in this forest, and they were like, "Oh, there are a bunch of bandits around here." Okay, sure. Takes out his cell phone, enchant, search, or no, enchant multiple, so you can like have multiple targets or whatever. And in his phone, the GPS pops up. He was able to select all the blips of all the bandits, because apparently bandits have GPS on them. And then he just all right, paralyze. He paralyzed all of them. There were 28 people. He spoke to his cell phone and paralyzed them all. This man could teleport just because. He apparently became the master of like this super all-powerful magic being called the White Monarch. Like it was nothing.
Hmm.
And he's just super obedient. And he turns into a little kitty cat. Pissing me off. And and it's like the heroines in the show aren't even that captivating at all.
I mean, this is like your obvious run-of-the-mill harem anime.
But at
Nothing
least
is
in
gonna
harem
stand
anime-
out.
At least in harem anime, though, the one thing that does stand out is the heroines. Are the fan
The
service.
different girls.
Yeah, are the different girls. In this one, 2 of them are twins.
Yeah.
One of them is a samurai that is really just kind of meh. One of them is an underage girl who is just there to be adorable and not to actually be, a certain, thing. 2 twins are really the only ones that matter. And only one of them really has a shot because she has short hair.
Like that one dragon from the Maid Dragon anime.
I didn't watch that.
You don't watch it. There was this one character in that anime that was like really adorable, but she was like really small. And I don't know if it was a harem anime or not. I guess kinda, maybe. I don't know. The people who made Nichijou, which is a really good anime, that's kind of old. The people who made Nichijou made that anime, and because of that, it's gonna be funny. But That one dragon chick
You said
was like really small and adorable. She didn't really serve any other purpose except to be there and be small and adorable. I'm trying to remember the name.
go to Luca.
Something Dragon Maid. I forget the freaking English and the Japanese name, to be honest.
It's Kobayashi Dragon Maid or something like that. I know the title.
Yeah,
I know the anime. Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid
yeah.
or something.
Kobayashi Sanchi no Maid Dragon. So
Translation: Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid.
yeah,
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise.
But
You'd rather stay here?
yeah. So that anime, like, and I thought it was really funny. I thought it was like it was just like I was just watching it, just to watch it, like,
Don't tell anyone you're from Xanadu.
because I kind of liked how clear he was and how like how OP he was, but at the same time it just gets boring. There's never any conflict because he can just solve anything because he has God on his back. And he just killed the dragon, and then like it was nothing.
Some kind of holy place?
And the people are like, "Is that not affecting?" He was like, "Yeah, that was nothing." Like, that's not supposed to be nothing. You're not normal.
Yevon? Sin?
well, the bottom line is the game, the story itself is uninteresting. The movie, or not movie, the show itself is uninteresting. There's no big plot points. It's your general run of
I
the
don't even know
mill.
where they're going, to be honest.
I mean, probably nowhere. If it's your
Yeah.
regular run of the mill harem anime, it's not going anywhere until maybe the last 2 or 3
And it's not
episodes.
even funny. It's a real thing.
Is it labeled under comedy? It is. It's adventure, harem, comedy, romance, fantasy.
It's comedy in that it's not drama. That's the only way it's comedy.
Basically,
That pisses me off. That it's not funny at all. It's just the reactions and stuff of the girls or whatever is funny. It's funny. It's comedy in that it's lighthearted.
mm.
All right, let's move on to something else. It's starting to piss me
Yeah, I'm
off.
about to say, all you doing is just laying into this show, and I have nothing to say because I haven't watched it. Have you seen Hajimete no Gal? I forget how
No.
to say it in English or what the English name is. Dating a gal, something like that.
Oh, my first girlfriend is a gal.
Yeah, something like that.
No, because it's straight. The cover is straight fan service. I didn't want to watch it.
Like, this is like me with. It's like this is like you with the other show. I'm with this show. Like, I had high hopes for it because I thought it was gonna be more focused on the relationship aspect of them, but it's more of just overly fan serviced and not much else except fan service. And then they
I can
had
tell,
the
that's why I didn't watch it.
audacity to basically block out every single type of fan service there was. Like there's a censored version in the show, or there's a censored part of the show, version of the show, and the censored version blocks out everything. And I'm like, dang, it must be really showing something for them to block out all of this. And then I go and watch the uncensored version to really see what is up. And the censored version isn't even that bad. Like, it's like slight etchy. It's not really, really bad. It doesn't show any bare boob or anything like that. So it's like, why? And then it's like, it's not even like they censored it subtly. It's like they go all out to censor every little tiny part they can. Like, you know how certain things censor stuff out with like light beams and shadows and
like
stuff?
light beams and like.
They
or
don't
like,
do that. They
or
like
mist
put
clouds.
they put like
Like a black bar.
not even, no, they don't put a black bar. Like, I remember one time they were showing this scene and like they put like a hand, like just a like they made like a big hand and they put the hand over what they didn't want it to show, and it was like a big hand that covered up way more than it needed to cover up. And I'm just like, god dang, what are they censoring? They're censoring this for like 7-year-olds or something like that, or like 15-year-olds or 13-year-olds. And like, you're not supposed to be watching this show around your parents anyway. And then I go to watch the uncensored version. The uncensored version isn't even that bad. And I feel like they could, the show had a lot of potential. They focused more on the relationship aspect than the actual romance of him and the girl. but instead they just focused too much on fan service and it turned the show really crappy. Like, I was really excited to watch that show because I wanted to see where it would go, and I was just let down. So that would be another show I would not recommend you watch because it's just boring, plain old. Like, at this point, since me and you have watched so much anime, we're looking for different things that stand out. We're not just trying to watch every little kind of anime that there is to see. I'm trying to watch something good, not just watch something to watch it.
Exactly.
So that's just something that you would watch to watch. And it's not even 12 episodes, it's 10 episodes.
Konosuba was 10 episodes, I believe.
Yeah, Konosuba was 10 episodes. Konosuba was good.
Konosuba needed to be longer.
Yeah,
definitely.
Konosuba was good. Konosuba's getting the 3rd season, I believe, though. I don't know. I believe it's confirmed.
I hope so.
That show's way too good to not get a 3rd episode.
Sumazen.
Another show that was that seems like it has potential. I haven't been watching it. Is Koi to Uso. I don't know
Koi
if you watched it. It's a romance anime about, like, in that world, Japan is fighting underpopulation, so the government made a program to boost the populations, and the program is when you turn 16,
Gotta make a baby.
when you don't make a baby, you're given a marriage partner, and then, like, that's the person you're destined to marry, and you're not allowed to go against what the government says. So once you get that person's name, you're not allowed to date anybody else. You have to date that person, and then hopefully eventually you have a kid.
Hopefully, eventually. Man, if you don't just put some babies in these girls, oh, that's fucked up. Like, that doesn't really solve the problem. The problem isn't, like, marriage. It's having
Conception.
a baby.
I don't know. Like, apparently it's been working, and no one's allowed to go against it. And I watched, I think, the first 2 episodes. I just started watching this yesterday. It's 2:18, so yesterday morning.
It's actually
started
another
watching it.
thing that goes with what I was saying about Japan being a high context society. That's not really too far off, like, of belief. Like, I could imagine, because, like, in Japan, society rules, and society is like, I'm not gonna talk like I'm an expert. I'm not an expert, but society is like, you're always, like, looking around like, oh, what would they think if I did this and stuff like that. So rules is rules. And it's an interesting concept. He'll probably let that shit happen. Never in America, never that. You can't even call someone ma'am without them getting mad at you in America.
Probably.
No, not probably. I real do call somebody ma'am the other day and they went off.
You called someone ma'am?
Yes.
Like, thank you, ma'am?
Yes.
Was she not a ma'am?
I don't fucking
Was
know.
he not a ma'am? What happened?
I was like, all right, thank you, man. She was like, watch your mouth. And I was like,
What?
I'm sorry? I said, I'm sorry. And it was like, you can't call people man, blah, blah, going off and bullshit. Now, at this point, I'm seeing red because I'm completely angry. Because I went out of my way to try to be polite. And it turned into... Honestly, like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know if, I don't know if it was like, I don't know anything anymore, man.
Wow. Maybe that's not an actual ma'am. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't always a ma'am. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. That's crazy. It's been like 30 minutes. I don't know when you want to stop. Oh, you know what? I might have to stop it here because my internet just went out, like, just now. Well, that's all for today, boys. Goodbye.